Welcome to the week, ladies and gentlemen. Today I have a gentleman that has no need for an introduction, but we'll do it anyway because I know that a lot of you have got to know this young man as serving our community as one of our LaGrange City Councilmen. I'm sitting down with none other than Mr. Leon Childs. Leon, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Alton. Thank you for having me today.
Well, you know what, Leon, it is always a pleasure to sit down with you and just kind of capture the insight of various things that are taking place in and around our community. And today we're here to talk about something that I know that the community really came out and gravitated to and just really supported that happened a couple of weeks ago, and that was the dedication of the Mosswood Park. But before we get to that, I would just tell us just a little bit about yourself, if you don't mind.
So, like Alton said, I'm Leon Childs. I am your District 2 City Councilman. I have been for the past 7 months. Born and raised here in LaGrange, Georgia. I've been married for about 18 years. I have 2 kids, a beautiful daughter by the name of Layla and a handsome son by the name of LaDevonair Leon. And hey, my life is an open book, Alton, so you know all about me.
And you know, Leon, I'm telling you, I am so proud of you and the things that you've accomplished because, you know, coming up, I ain't gonna start naming some of the streets, but you know the streets that we came from.
Yes, sir.
And
yes,
now
sir.
to see us sit in the seats that we sit, I think it is a major accomplishment. That you have done and achieved, and definitely continuing to impact our community, not only through your after-school program, but service to the community. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you, Alton.
Yes, sir. Now, Leon, you all, we had a park dedication.
We did.
On the 27th of July, and I realized it was hot out there.
Man.
Unfortunately, I was not able to attend. I was in Dallas where it was also hot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But we honored 2 men on the 27th of July. None other than the Reverend Dr. Otis Moss Jr. and Dr. Benjamin T. Wood.
Yes, sir.
Talk a little bit about that day, if you don't mind.
Man, that day was very, very special to not only me, Alton, but to the entire community and to you as well, because you and I have had candid conversations about what those 2 guys did for our community and the contributions that they made. That day, when we did the dedication to him, Dr. Moss had his whole entire family there. They were so very, 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 very happy and proud of the dedication of this park to their father. Unfortunately, Dr. Woods, due to his untimely death, he wasn't there, and his family wasn't, I don't think any of them was there, but Councilman Quay Body and our mayor, W.T. Epson, they did a very, very good job by carrying on his story and telling the things about this great, 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 great man. The park was dedicated to them. It was so many people there. There was all kind of news stations there. So this was a huge deal to have this park dedicated to them and the community. And I think that it's going to inspire generations to come when they hear these guys' story and what they came from, Alton. Yeah,
absolutely. And you know, there's a connection between Dr. Moss and I. He, like myself, are a member of one of the greatest fraternities in the world. That's the Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity.
I got you.
That's right.
I got you.
I just want to put that out there, too. But yes, and you know, too, and I actually got an opportunity to meet him in Memphis at one year during one of our regional conventions.
Yes,
and
sir.
just to stand next to that greatness of an individual that came from right here, LaGrange, Georgia. You know, he and Mr. Green go back.
Yes, sir.
Years and stuff, and you know, it's just tremendous shoulders on which we stand upon to get to where we are today.
Yes, sir. And I will also say, you said in a nutshell. You said it yourself. From what he did, it produced you.
That's right.
I mean, it produced you. I mean, look at the things that you're doing, Alton.
Yeah.
And so we're hoping that that park is going to do the same thing for our youth and our kids that's in our community today, because Lord knows we need it.
Yes, we do.
They need some inspiration.
Yeah.
And we're hoping that that park will do just that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks to every one of you. Everybody here is a part of our family. We are family. Let's say that together. We are family. Amen and thank you.
You know, we look at the park and you have the walking trail, you got your pavilion there,
Yes, sir.
you got gathering places for family to come out to grill out, and you
Yes,
got
sir.
a little playground equipment there. And talking about the people utilizing that park, and I know anytime when we talk about parks and some of the things that happen in some of the surrounding areas, what would you say to the community, because that is a beautiful park, beautiful
It is.
location, what would you say to the community to help to maintain that park in the condition that it is and at the dedication?
Yes, sir. That's going to be huge. That park, once again, like you said, Alton, it's a very, very, very beautiful park. It has so many amenities. And we are in the finishing stages of getting our restrooms over there as well, too.
That's right.
And so that's coming. But besides, I mean, the huge stage that's over there, the landscaping and stuff. So we just want to make sure that we maintain the park, and we want to make sure that we are paying proper tribute. And by maintaining that park, that's a great way for the community to show their appreciation and a major tribute to the guys that park is named after, by us just keeping it clean and keeping it maintained and stuff, Alton.
Absolutely. And you know, when you talk about that, you know, we're talking about getting restrooms there.
Yes, sir.
A lot of times whenever we have a park and you need things of that nature, because this is a great gathering place. So you
It
need
is.
restrooms and things of that nature for people to refresh themselves, do whatever they need to do.
It is.
But the community can help tremendously, as you stated, by appreciating. And even if they, you know, see trash on the ground, pick it up.
Pick it up.
Yeah.
Pick it up.
Because there's plenty of trash receptacles around there.
Yes, sir.
Because here again, we're honoring two gentlemen that have gone on and paved the way. And as you stated, a word you stated, inspiring.
Yes, sir.
It's inspiring, you know.
Yes, sir. It is, Alton. When I talk to that guy, Dr. Moss, because I don't want to put his age actually out there or anything, but I know he's up there in age. But I mean, he's a very, very sharp man. Very, very sharp. If you guys can go on and tune in to his speech, you can tell that he's still all the way very, very much there. He's coherent. He's in good physical shape. I mean, it's just a testimony to his life, and I was so honored just to speak on his behalf. I was so honored. I mean, just to even be in his presence, it was a feeling that I'll never forget, Alton.
Yeah. And you had the honor of introducing him, I understand.
I did, Alton. I did. When I introduced him, I mean, he's got so many things that he's done, so many accolades, and like you just said a while ago, we are standing on their shoulders for the contributions and the things that they did. And I just thank them so much for what they did, because who knows, we wouldn't be sitting where we're sitting at right now if it weren't for them.
That's right. And you know, talking about, I heard you earlier in your conversation, you said that, you know, a lot of his family, all of his family was there.
They did.
His son, Otis Moss Jr.
That is correct.
A pastor.
A pastor. He not only a pastor,
Yeah.
he is the pastor of the past president, Mr. Barack Obama, and his wife Michelle Obama's church.
That's right.
He is their pastor, and he came down to our great city of LaGrange and paid homage, patronage, and he dedicated this park to his father.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
And his father's a dynamic speaker.
He is.
Junior,
Wow.
ain't no joke either.
Ain't no joke.
I've heard Junior speak before as well.
The fruit don't fall far from the tree, Alton.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, sir.
It
Don't
does
fall
not.
far from the tree.
It does not. But yeah, his son has spoken at the MLK breakfast in Columbus, Georgia, that the chapter there holds every
Okay.
year. And I'm gonna tell you, yes.
Yes,
He's got his dad in.
He's got his
that's for
dad
sure.
in.
Well, you know, again, there was a great turnout. News coverage was there. You know, Quake spoke on behalf of Dr. Wood.
Yes,
and
sir.
I know that we were sharing the story about how Dr. Wood's untimely death may have unfolded. We don't want to talk about anything that we haven't validated here, but
Yes,
you
sir.
know, when you told me that was a little known Black history fact that I didn't know.
Yes, sir.
And if that's factual, you know, it's a shame
It is.
that happened in the way that it happened, though.
It is.
And I heard you said our mayor kind of jokingly said that.
He did. He jokingly said that none of his relatives a lot of his family members are here, but I'm just like his family members, so I'm gonna speak for him.
Okay.
So the mayor and councilman body, they did a very, very, very good job introducing and stuff.
We are so proud of this day and those two gentlemen that have given tremendously to our community. Again, we're finishing up the final stages of the bathroom being erected there in the area, park dedication, and it happened back on the 27th of July.
Yes, sir.
It's a great turnout. And again, I just want you, because I know in a council meeting, when you advocated for those restrooms,
yes, sir,
you even went even further by saying, hey, look, if we need be, I'll clean them up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Again, make your pitch to the community about the importance
yes, sir,
of keeping this park in a pristine manner that we all can continue to be proud of.
Yes, sir. I just feel, and I know you feel the same way, Alton, that when you and I was coming up, if our mother and father caught us throwing some paper on the ground or something,
yeah,
we know what's gonna happen
we
and
knew.
stuff. We
That's
knew.
right.
We knew. And it not only for that reason, but the park is pristine. I mean, I implore each and every person in the community to go to the Moss and Wood Park. This is a very, very immaculate park. I mean, from the landscaping to the stage, to the seating areas, to the barbecue grills. And so we want to maintain this, not only because of its pristineness, but we want to maintain it because we want to show homage and that we really, really appreciate Dr. Woods and Dr. Moss. And with the restrooms coming, we're going to keep those clean as well. Like Alton stated in the city council meetings and stuff, I have even made the offer that if need be, give me a key, I'll go by there and check them and keep them clean and stuff. But I want to make sure that we keep Dr. Otis Moss and Dr. Benjamin T. Woods. I want to keep this park pristine and clean.
Very well said, Leon.
Yes, sir.
That's why it's so important, and that's why I always get encouraged when you sit down, because, again, knowing our background, our past, and our upbringing,
yes, sir,
and to be able to sit and to make a plea to our community. This is our community.
This is our community.
This is our city.
Yes, sir.
We have to make sure that we put forth the effort to keep it in a manner that we want it to see, and to leave it to your children,
yes,
my grandchildren, your grandchildren, because they're coming behind us.
Yes, sir.
And they're going to be looking at what we have done to sustain everything for them. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I thank you so much for all what you do. I know everyone, they see you on City Week. Myself, I see you out in the community. We do things in the community, and you're ingrained in the community and stuff. And I just thank you so much for all what you do, Alton.
Thank you very much, Leon. And I want to thank you for, I know that you're a busy man, taking time out of your schedule to come in today to share this information. So thank you very much for all you do.
Appreciate you, Alton.
All right, thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for more City Week coming up in just a moment.
Moss and Wood.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining City Week this week. My guests have been from the community. I had on Mr. Leon Childs as he represented the park dedication that was held on July the 27th that honored two outstanding men here from our community, the Reverend Dr. Otis Moss and the Dr. Benjamin T. Woods. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great turnout there at the ribbon cutting. And again, we just want to make a plea to everybody. Make sure that you help do your part to maintain this park. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you've enjoyed City Week this week. And as always, I want to invite you back for more of City Week.